Hey, y'all.
People trying to get you. I don't know how to get my. Hi, Jennifer. How are you doing?
I didn't even get the dang beads.
We're still trying to get organized here.
Dang.
We went woo woo.
Ready to go with it.
You good? You
This,
feeling okay? No headaches?
Where's the diamonds?
In that right there.
This.
No, the purple. Did you get to do much of the diamond paint-a-thon this weekend? Yeah, thank God. I know them headaches. I used to have migraines a long time ago, and there's no words for it. All you can do is be in bed with a pillow over your head and cry.
Maybe God, your kids don't come wake you up.
Hoping more people will show up, but I normally don't go live, but I looked at the live schedule and it's like nobody goes live on Tuesdays. What'd you start feeling intimidated for?
My hair cut off.
I mean, you went live, didn't you? Hi, Cassie. You got over it? I mean, did somebody say something, or you were part of it? You went live, didn't you? Sunday? Saturday. Okay. It was crazy. I had stayed up for everyone except for the last two, and it's like I had been awake all night. I had been in everybody's live. I had dozed off and napped for about an hour and 10 minutes because it was last 30 minutes of Jeremy's, and then the first part of, I can't remember who, but I was in there 20-30 minutes after she started. So I'd taken about an hour nap, and I was awake the whole time. And then after mine, it was just like the nerves and everything. It was just, a total shutdown. And I think it was my Diamond Addiction come on after me. And I was in hers. And then the next one started, and I went to it, and I said hi. And that's all I remember. I woke up at like midnight. I mean, what made you feel intimidated? I'm going to get my pen out here and start diamond painting.
Making that noise.
Somebody's beating on something.
I'm about to be on their head.
I hope nobody else is planning on going live. I know there was one that went live about 7. Becky something. I subscribed to her, but they were talking about being her second live. And she's like, yeah, I just decided to go live today. But if she does 2, I wasn't going to let her stop me because, you know, if you're in the yay, Cassie can diamond paint with me. I forgot what I was saying.
If she did 2, you weren't gonna let her stop.
Yeah,
you.
if she does one other live at another time, I wasn't going to let her stop me because with our Realm of Circle, there's too many people that want to go live for somebody to have 2 lives going on. Does that make sense? Because I've been wanting to start going live on a regular basis, but you know, like
Anytime
once
you
a
try,
week.
somebody.
But every time I want to go live, somebody's on. So I had tried to keep an eye on the schedule, and then Cassie put together a little sheet for me, and she's like, you know, there's nobody that really goes live on Tuesdays. So I thought, well, I'll try it. And then I seen Becky going live, and I had went in there for just about 5 minutes. There was only one person in there during that 5 minutes, and she talked about how that was her second live of the week, and she just did it because nobody else went live. And I'm like, you know, I'm still gonna do it. You know, she's having surgery tomorrow, so she come over here. The boys went to Texas
Hallelujah.
for a week while she can recuperate from her surgery.
I say that I'm gonna miss my babies.
And so she decided to come over here and diamond paint, and I'm like, well, let's go live because it's easier for me to do a live when she's here. I just get more scared when she's not here.
I'm gonna have to go get Mimi's fan. It's too hot in here.
And I kind of stumble over things, and sometimes I just don't know what to talk about.
Well, you don't always have to talk. I mean, I don't know. I'm just excited about my surgery tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, Jennifer, you used to go live during the day, 1 day a week, and then you went live in the evenings on Saturdays. And I know you'd quit your live feed during the day. And there's plenty of times during the day I could do it, but
But I like being here.
she likes being here in them. And she doesn't get an opportunity to do it too often because the boys, and we could do it with them here, but they would be getting into everything. Hey, Rebecca, how are you doing?
We would not be able to do it with the boys here. Sawyer would get mad and start literally screaming.
They'd be crying,
ear-piercing scream.
running all over the place, getting
Yeah,
into everything, and we'd be getting up and down.
No, I'd be getting up and down.
Yeah, she would be getting up and down, but it would be too much trying to do it with the boys. And
It just wouldn't be fun.
I'll get the nerve to do it by myself. Maybe next week, because she should be a week recuperated come next Tuesday.
Do
But
recovery live
yeah,
update, surgery update. Well, Mom, you were having a hard time doing this square because some of them are upside down. Some of them look like diamonds instead of squares.
you can't get squares upside down.
You can
get them sideways.
No, I'm saying the flat part was up top, like flipped around.
Oh, upside down.
That's what I said. I said what I said.
Jennifer, did it just get to be too much doing 2 live streams during the week?
I don't feel like we're closer than normal. Can you scoot over?
No. And look how I'm having the diamond paint the way it
I
is.
know. I don't understand why.
Hi, Brian. Or is it Elliot? You like Elliot better than Brian? People are making their way in. Just a quick update on the Diamond Paint-a-thon. So far, it's not very much, but I've raised $40.
Which is
No,
awesome.
it's awesome. I was the little man on the totem pole, but that's okay. 40 is good. There's a lot they can do with that $40.
Oh, yeah. They have shirts on sale at Walmart for $1 or $2 for the back to school thing.
Yeah. Well, they have a lot of parties too, so that would buy a lot of party stuff too. So. You wanted to go out of your comfort zone? Okay. Well, I didn't know if you went by. I know someone had said in one of the chats that it's Brian, but you like going by Elliot or something like that.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Cassie. That's what I'm hoping is once everybody gets paid, maybe they'll come back and maybe donate some more. I'm going to hang on to that money for about 2 weeks and see. And if not, then, I'll either take the check in or mail it to them. So, the end of the month is not really a good time to have a fundraiser. Because I know there's a lot of us that are on a fixed income, that don't get our checks till the 1st. I don't get mine till the 3rd.
She's so fun.
Unless mine falls on a weekend. If the 3rd falls on a weekend, then I'll get it Friday, which I'll get it this Friday. And I plan on going back and donating to a couple of the organizations that were being fundraised for. I want to go to the American Heart Association, whoever did that. And the one that Ginger did.
You think of it? Tick tock, tick.
Squirrel. I just lost my train of thought. Anyway, there's a couple there that I want to go back and donate to. Victoria Moon Custom. What does it look like, Elliot? Can you describe it?
Mimi is so funny.
What'd she do?
I went in there to get in the fan. It's Tuesday. She has her meeting that she calls into tonight.
Oh yeah.
She has her TV blaring, and she was on the phone listening. I went in there. I didn't know. I forgot that it was Tuesday, and so I was like, "Can I borrow your fan?" And she looked at me and like took her phone away. Like what? Like she didn't have the TV blaring behind her. And she's like, "Well, I'm using it, but I guess you can take it."
Hi, beautiful chaos. How are you doing? Oh, I see, Elliot. Well, that's a precious diamond painting then. Anytime we do one of a loved one, whether it be fur or human, they're special.
So you guys, I started a new one. If y'all were with us for the Diamond Paint-a-thon, y'all saw me finish my very first painting. And Mom got Jessica Rabbit a while ago. It's square. So she was kind of getting frustrated a little bit, and so she kind of put it down, and then she'll pick it back up, and she'll put it down and pick it back up. But I wanted to try a square painting because obviously I've never tried one since I just finished my first one and it was round. So I'm gonna try to do this square Jessica Rabbit, which I'm so excited for because I was really excited for her to get it and was kind of disheartened whenever I found out that it was a square because I said that I think a square would be too complicated and too time consuming for me to try. But since she already had it all kitted up and ready to go, I decided that I would just go ahead and try it just to see what it was like since I mean, you always got to try everything once, I guess, huh? Not everything. I'm not a life coach. Don't listen to me.
I was going through my diamond paintings because I told Cassie that I'd send her my Soul Keeper.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it, and I found In the Arms of an Angel, and it's square, and it like broke my heart. It's square. I got to pay attention to these things, but
So far, it's not that bad.
I'm going to try it again because if I'm going to do any squares, it'll be Mandy because, you know, of her color blocking. I have, with my vision issues, it's not as bad, but just something about squares that aggravate me, and that to me they're just not as fun. Now I'll agree with everybody, the paintings turn out prettier. You get a better picture with the square. I don't think it's that big of a difference, but I do believe
There's definitely a difference.
I believe there is a difference, but you put them 20, 30 feet apart together, it's going to be hard to pick out that square over the round.
Yeah. But so far this isn't so bad. I mean, I've just done one color, and I haven't really done a lot at all. But so far, I don't hate it.
Okay, also, I hope that he gets feeling better. But yeah, if he's throwing up for a very long time, he'll need to
Drink some water.
get some fluid in him.
Stay hydrated.
Have you tried peppermint water? When my kids were young and had a sick stomach or something, I'd take a peppermint candy and
put it in a water bottle and
put
shake
it in
up.
a water bottle and shake it up until it dissolved, and then give it to them. And a lot of times that settled their stomachs.
You have scissors?
Yeah, they're right here.
You cut this off. I'll get another one in the morning. This was just for blood work and stuff. Blood work and my chest x-ray. Thank you.
Mulan, the Daughter of Honor. Is that the one you're talking about, Elliot? Because if it's Daughter of Honor, that's the one I'm doing. One I'm working on. I just started. I haven't even got my first top row done yet. I just started. I just started it right before the Diamond Paint-a-thon, so I haven't worked on it much at all.
I need a straight one like that, a straightener. But I don't want to take yours home around.
What's yours?
Ask your grandkids. They thought it was a toy.
To give Gatorade?
Yes, Gatorade or Smart Water has a lot of electrolytes in it too. So that'd be really good for dehydration. Anything that has a lot of electrolytes in it is really going to be good for dehydration if you have an upset stomach.
Doesn't Gatorade have a lot of salt in it?
It has a lot of sugar and sodium in it, but it's still.
You wouldn't want to give them sodium though if they're throwing up.
But it has a lot more. It has a lot more electrolytes in it than it does anything, so it's still going to hydrate you faster than regular water.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now, Brian.
Pedialyte is really good for dehydration. You just drink a cup of Pedialyte. Good.
Yeah, my handicapped daughter, that's what we gave her was Pedialyte when she got sick. But she was tube fed because she quit eating on us. And she had a surgery that kept her from throwing up, but she still had the sick stomach, and she would make the noise you make when you go to throw up. So we would give her Pedialyte through her tube, to help calm her stomach. She was a little more harder than the other kids, but
Even harder than me.
yeah, if you can't keep it down, nothing's good.
She was harder than me.
Yes, Casey was harder than you until you became a teenager,
Yeah, but who was worse, me or Jason?
Jason.
Duh.
You were more spoiled and bratty.
I can debate that.
You were bratty because you got everything you wanted. You had your daddy wrapped around his little finger.
I feel like it was more like, here's some money, get out of my face. With Dad.
Maybe,
Leave
but
me alone.
you
Here's
still
some
got
money.
what you wanted from
Let
him.
me take you to the skating rink. Drop you up. I remember one time, I begged him to go to the skating rink, and he would always give me $20 and get me right up there. But you were working at GFF, so you were working late. It was when you were working overnights at GFF. So I didn't have a ride, and I was like crying, like, Dad, I really want to go. All my friends are going to be there. I don't have a ride. And all he had was his truck because you have the van at work. And so we loaded Casey up in the front seat of his truck and strapped her in with the seatbelt, and I sat in the middle. And he drove me to the skating rink with Casey in the front seat, not in her wheelchair. Just so he could take me to the skating rink.
We had a lift van for my daughters because she was in a wheelchair. We had gotten a Chevy
Venture
van.
It was
and
donated
equipped-
to us.
Yeah, it was donated to us. There was a big tornado on May 3rd of 1999, and I lost my car. And so it was donated to me, and they had the wheelchair lift put in and everything. So that was a godsend.
I want to do something fun. Who here believes in ghosts? Yeah.
Who believes in ghosts?
Yeah, or like paranormal things like that. I want to hear some ghost stories. I want to hear your beliefs. If you believe that there's even such thing as ghosts or spirits or demons or whatever. Because I got some crazy paranormal experiences if you're into that kind of thing. But if not, we won't talk about it.
Beautiful Chaos believes in paranormal.
Heck yeah.
Cassie does. Brian does.
You guys have any experiences with the paranormal yourself? Any personal experiences? I've had a couple we could talk about. I want to hear some of y'all stuff.
You can scoot that over some, because I've got this one I can turn and look at.
Let me just tell y'all a little bit about what my experience with the paranormal. Well, my whole life, I've had something following me, and I know that because every now and then, every couple months or something will happen. The cabinets will be open in the house, or something, flies off my dresser, or just, random annoying things like that. And it's happened my whole life. When I had kids, some stuff happened last year around February, so me and my kids had to move back in with my dad. And my kids were 3 months old and 18 months old at the time. And one night we were laying in bed, I was getting my kids to sleep. I had a bottle in I think he was 4 months old at that time. And I had a bottle in his mouth, and he finished it, so I took it out of his mouth and gave him a binky, and I was holding him in my arms. And next thing I know, I hear like it sounded like a clap, and then my 4-month-old baby starts screaming bloody murder. And I had no idea what the heck happened. So naturally, I freak out. I jump up and turn the lamp on, and my other son is sitting up like, what the heck just happened? And I look at my 4-month-old son's face, and he has a red mark on the side of his face like somebody slapped him. And I was like, that's probably just a freak accident. He might have been laying on that side or something, and it was red because his face was on the pillow or something like that. I don't know. And I didn't brush it off, but I kind of was like probably making excuses in my head not to like completely freak out. But a couple of days later, my oldest son, who was about 18 or 19 months at the time, a couple of days after that, we were laying in bed, and I was probably playing on my phone, and the lamp was on, and Sawyer was asleep. My youngest son was asleep, and they were both asleep. And next thing I know, I look up from my phone, and my oldest son is being pulled off the bed like somebody was grabbing his foot and pulling him off the bed. And I freak out. Of course, I jumped up and grabbed him and was like, you leave my baby alone. And the next day, me and my sister went to a store up here in Midwest City. It's called Nature's Treasures, where they have like protection oils and stuff like that. And I went and I got some sage, and I saged the house, and I put protection oil on my baby's feet for like 2 weeks, because after my son was like basically pulled off the bed, I know that something slapped my youngest son in the face. I just know it wholeheartedly. And then like 6 months after that, me and my sister was living at my dad's house with us, and I went to the store, and I had both the kids with me, and I left my card in my car, and I had a basket full of food, like full to the top of food. And I couldn't take the basket out there, but I had a baby in a car seat and another kid who I don't even think he had shoes on. So I was not going to leave the basket full of food, walk out, go get my card. So I called my sister. My sister came up to Walmart, brought me my card out of my car, and then we went home together. She made a stop to get us a couple of drinks. And whenever I got home, it was just me, and I went and unlocked the door to bring the kids in and get the groceries in. And whenever I walked in, every single cabinet and every single door in the kitchen was open. My sister has pictures of it. But before my dad remodeled, there were cabinet doors on the front and the back side of the cabinets that were like up on the ceiling.
Up above
Yeah.
cabinets.
They were on the ceiling, and so they had cabinets on the front and back, so you could access them either way. And I'm saying all of the drawers that we never get into, the one that was by the stove that we couldn't open because the handle on the other one,
Yeah.
both of those drawers were open, and we couldn't even open one of them. And that door was open, the oven door was open, the microwave door was open, and it was crazy. Like, my sister has pictures of it and stuff, because I called her because she wasn't home yet. I called her and I was like, are you messing with me? She's like, what are you talking about? And I was like, please tell me you're joking with me. Like, this is not funny. Like, are you playing around? She was like, dude, I don't even know like what you're talking about. And she came home, and I was outside smoking a cigarette, and she came in and was like, what the hell happened? And I was like, you need to go inside, because if this is a sick joke, like, this isn't even funny at this point. And she went inside, and whenever I went inside behind her, she was almost in tears, because she was like, I have no idea. This wasn't like this whenever I left. And she left the house, and she wasn't gone for probably 30 minutes when that happened. And I was like, holy cow. All right. This is scary. But of course, when we tried to tell my dad, He didn't believe us. But we showed him the pictures and the video and stuff, and he was just like, it's whatever. You guys are, he thought we were playing a joke on him or whatever. But that was pretty scary. That was a pretty scary time. And so I saged again, and you guys might think I'm crazy, but I put, like protection, I think salt around the house and on the window, on the outside window frames, and I bathed my kids in like this herbal bath bomb thing almost. I was like, I am not messing around anymore. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it worked or not, but I can tell you that nothing that bad has happened since. It was sitting in the middle of your bed. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. My sister and her boyfriend just recently moved into a new house. And the very first time me and my kids went over to see it,
Well, that's neat that you got it back, Brian.
oh yeah, that is really cool. You got it back. The very first time me and my kids went over there, my 3-year-old, we were there for maybe 20 minutes. My 3-year-old said, "Mama, there's a monster." I was like, "What?" And he said, "There's a monster." Mind you, he had never been out in the garage. Like, we had only been in the living room and in the bedroom. In the garage were the stairs to get up into the attic. And I was like, and he was like, "Mama, a monster." And I was like, "Where is there a monster?" He said, "Up the stairs," and pointed to my sister's garage door. Like, not quite to the garage door. It was like, I don't know if he did it on purpose or what, but it was like he pointed, he said up the stairs and pointed almost directly where the stairs are in the garage. And we were in the living room. And we were both like, "What?" Like, what the heck are you talking about, Brady? And so we asked him again, like a couple minutes later, like 30 minutes later or something, like, "Brady, where's the monster?" And he said, "Up the stairs," and pointed exactly where he pointed to the first time. And now anytime we go over there, he says the same thing. And the last time we stayed the night over there, last weekend or the weekend before that, he said something about somebody named Tommy. And I was like, we were trying to ask him who Tommy is, and he just kept saying, "Tommy's the monster. Tommy's the monster." And I was like, who the heck is Tommy? First of all. And he kept saying, "Tommy is mad. Tommy is mad." And then it was just us. My sister's boyfriend wasn't there. And right before he came home, there was an old radio or something on the table. And I know this sounds cliche, but it wasn't plugged in or anything. And as soon as he said, "Tommy is mad," that radio started playing static, like somebody had turned it on. But it was just for a couple of seconds. It was literally like, "Tommy is mad," and then it was and then Robert walked in the door, my sister's boyfriend, and it stopped. And I know how cliche that sounds, but it absolutely happened. And me and my sister just looked at each other and we were like, what just happened?
Time to move again.
Yeah, like, we haven't been here for 2 months, and sorry, sister, but you have to leave because your house is haunted by somebody named Tommy. And a couple days after that, we were at my dad's house, and we were playing in the living room, and the hallway light was on. And Brady looks at me and he said, "Mama, Tommy's here." And I was like, "What?" I thought Tommy was at Aunt May's house. And he said, "No, Mama, Tommy's here, and he's mad." And then the hallway light turned off. I was like, "Are you kidding me? I am not going through this again. Like, whoever Tommy is, he needs to get the heck out of my life because I'm over it." But my sister thinks that Tommy is the person or thing that has been with me my whole life, because that's the only explanation. I don't know. But anyways, that's my paranormal stories for the last year and a half. Does anybody else have anything? Mom, have you had anything happen?
I've had a few, but I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
Because some of mine, I don't know if it's true or
Yeah.
some I imagined.
Okay. That's fine. If you guys don't want to talk about this either, we can talk about something else. It was just something that popped up in my head.
So, Brian, did you put the moose up, or do you let your grandkids, or do you have grandkids that you let play with it? Rebecca says she loves hearing about it.
I would not want to go through any of it. It's scary because you don't know what's going to happen. Like, you don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know how bad it's going to happen. You don't know if they're going to hurt you or if they're just going to mess with you and hide your stuff to piss you off. You don't know. Like, you really just don't know. And that's the scariest part of it. And I can't even say that none of it has happened recently because whenever Brady said Tommy is here and he's mad and the lights went off, that was just a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago or something. Like, it was fairly recent. So, like, maybe when they're gone this week, I might have to resage the house and try to hide it from my dad because, you know, Dad, he doesn't believe in any of that.
Did he get mad about you saging last time?
He didn't know. I did it when he was at work in the morning.
He didn't smell the
No, because
residue?
after like 2 or 3 hours, I opened the windows and aired it out. And the central air conditioning doesn't work, so all I had to do was turn on the window units. And like, I turned off the window units whenever I was doing it, and then whenever I opened the windows and stuff, I turned the window units back on while the windows were open. And he didn't say anything about it. I don't know if he smelled it, but he didn't say anything about it. And usually, what does that smell? You know?
I can't even watch it, Rebecca.
What?
I mean, anything that's scary or that might pop out on the TV, no, will not do.
I love scary movies and stuff, but like, as far as videos on YouTube, I can't stand watching those because sometimes I feel like it's just a joke. Like, they purposely set that up to scare you, or those stupid ones where it's like, look closely and then something pops up on the screen. I can't watch videos on YouTube or stuff because it makes my anxiety go crazy because I feel like something's really gonna pop up the screen and scare me just because people think it's funny. Now, like, scary movies and stuff, I love scary movies. Like, love scary movies. I can watch them
Nope.
right before bed.
Nope. No, thank you.
Love scary movies.
No,
My
thank
sister
you.
used to hate scary movies, but now she's to the point where she likes them too. So that's exciting. I'm hoping sometime this week after my surgery, somebody will take me to see The Lion King.
Okay, Elliot. I don't know what made me think maybe you were a little older. That's okay. 28's a good age.
I'm only 25, so we're right there with each other. You could be Elliot's mom.
Yeah, I'm old enough to be your mom. I have a daughter older than you. Of course, I started her when I was 16, so.
So these days it don't matter. Yeah, it does. Don't listen to me.
Yeah, it matters.
I'm a bad influence, I guess.
Girls shouldn't be having babies at 15, 16. I went to school with the girl that had a baby when she was 14.
Wow.
I couldn't imagine. It's hard to imagine at 16. I had her when I was 17, but I got pregnant at 16. But it's hard to imagine at 16, but to be 14.
Did you expect me to get pregnant young?
I thought if anybody was going to give me grandkids early, it would be you.
Wow.
I was hoping Jason would never have babies with Brittany.
And he did.
And he did.
No, I was at least smart whenever I was wild.
At least you were married.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't married when I got pregnant with either one of my kids, but me and their dad did end up getting married. So I do have the same dad for both my kids, and we are married. So that's a statistic that I beat. That even you thought that I wasn't going to beat. So there we go.
Well, I hope you have another baby. I'm just not sure I want it with.
Hey. Anyways,
Next.
I want a girl eventually. Not for a while though. I mean, I'm about to have surgery tomorrow, and the doctor said that I can't even get fit for a new bra for 3 to 6 months after the surgery because of the swelling. So if I can't buy a bra in 3 to 6 months, ain't no way I'm having a kid and ruining them. You know what I mean?
Well, you're young enough. I mean, you can wait 10 years and still have another baby.
Well, in 10 years I'll be 35.
Yeah. People had babies into their 40s, 50s.
There's a girl.
Janet Jackson was 50 when she had her baby.
There's a girl that I work with.
I don't want you to wait that long because I don't know if I'd be alive at that time, but
there's a girl that I work with who's 37, and her husband are trying for a baby. They've been together for 19 years. They're trying to have a baby now. I don't know what their story is or why they wanted to wait. But she's 37, and they're trying to have a baby after being together
she
for
just
19 years.
might not have been ready for kids and just
that's what I assume. And I really thought she was only 28, like 27, 28. Like, she looks really young and healthy. Like, she's a little bit big, but not like big.
I mean,
but she looks healthy as far as I can see. I'm happy for her. She's a happy person.
4 to 6 months before you be fitted for a bra.
3 to 6 months because
So you can't
swelling.
wear one that whole time?
No, I have to wear a sports bra.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
But luckily, I'll be able to find a sports bra that actually fits. Even with it swelling, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because right now, I would have to wear 2 or 3 sports bras, sometimes 4, depending on what kind it is, just to hold them in there. Because I have to buy like extra or like small or extra small so they don't fall off of me. But then if I do that, it doesn't cover up much. So.
So how does everybody plan on spending the rest of the week?
Or the rest of the summer.
Yeah, any summer plans? Vacations planned? Anybody up there? Anybody been to the movies and seen any good movies? I haven't been to movies in forever. Well, both my daughters took me to see Bohemian Rhapsody when it came out, but that's the last movie. And that was the first movie I'd been to in like 4 years, 5 years.
I don't even know what movie you saw before that.
I can't remember. It's been such a long time.
I want to see The Lion King so bad, and Toy Story's about to be out.
Toy Story's out, isn't it?
No, Lion King's out.
Hi, Kelly and Cal. Kelly, how are you doing?
Megan's going to be so mad that I'm working on Just Rabbit.
Just chilling in your bed, Rebecca. I hope your back gets to feeling better. Is it a chronic back problem or just something that you hurt recently?
It's not working out for me. I'm gonna work on it so things like this.
Elliot said the Wine King was good.
Oh, I want to see it. I'm so jealous.
It's back to school time, huh?
Is it already back to school?
Yeah, more here in Oklahoma. They don't start back till mid-August. So it'll be a couple more weeks, 2 to 3 weeks before they go back to school.
Well, they're doing like back to school nights and stuff already.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Rebecca. Disability can be tricky. It took me, I think, 3 years on me, but mine wasn't physical, so to speak. It had more to do with my mental health and treatments that I've been through that has kind of messed with my memory to where I forget a lot of things. I can't remember. I can get something in the mail that I need to fill out, and I'll put it on my desk to do, and I'll forget about it. And it's not just a regular forget. I will completely forget about it until it's too late, and then I'll get a letter saying, you know, you didn't do this and you didn't do that, so we can't no longer approve you for this, or I lost a lot of past years. I can't concentrate. I have it's hard to explain. I mean, it's just hard for me to explain it. Rebecca, have you gotten a Social Security lawyer? They help a lot. I was lucky. After the second request, um, they sent me for testing and sent me to doctors, and they did the stuff they should have done the first time. Just like I think the first time they automatically deny everybody, and then the second time, with my conditions, they sent me to 2 different psychiatrists, 2 different counselors. I had to see a regular physician, and this was their doctors. It wasn't mine. And after doing all that, they finally approved me. But it takes time. But if you've been working on it since 2015, you might consider a Social Security lawyer because um, they'll go back and pay you from the first time that you applied. So if you applied back in 2015, you'll get paid back from 2015, and the lawyers will take a percentage out of that. Oh, well, thank you, Kelly. Glad you can make it. I normally don't go live on a regular basis, but I'm going to start trying to go live every Tuesday evening around 8 o'clock. I figured 8 o'clock was a good time because most people have eaten supper since then or dinner, and are chilling and relaxing. Oh, I don't think it's too early and not too late, but I'm glad you can make it, and keep an eye out on next Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Well, Rebecca, hopefully since they is in the house. How are you doing? The orange box on the name, to highlight it, you have to have a computer, and you just put the ampersand sign, and then you type out their name, and that'll highlight it. But you can only do it on a computer. You can't do it on a tablet or your phone, I don't think.
What is
I
that?
can't do it on my phone.
What are you trying to do?
And I can't do it on my tablet. So when you put that sign in somebody's name, it'll highlight that person's name to them. How are you doing, Stephanie?
Straight thing.
You didn't do the diamond paint-a-thon, did you, Stephanie? Did you not do it this time? Or were you one that did it late Sunday? And that was one I fell asleep on. You're watching on your iPhone? I can't get it to do it on my phone, and the only way I can do it is on my computer. Well, Stephanie, I'm glad you got to visit with your family. It was a fun weekend. There was some good money raised for charity, and everybody seemed to have a good time, and it went pretty smooth. There was more tech issues from trying to get started.
With us?
There was 4 or 5 people that had problems getting their live feeds to go live. So I don't know what the deal was, but we had a few tech problems, but everything went so smooth. It was fun. There was a lot of people. Tech. Yeah, but you know YouTube. You never know when it's going to act up and when it's not. But yeah, YouTube was crazy Saturday and Sunday. Crazy. Hi, Crafting with Christy. How are you doing? Yeah, me too. This is Kelly. This was the second. No, was this the second or the third?
That you?
I know this is the second one that we've raised money for. So I think we've had 3 DP-a-thons, and we've raised money on 2. So it's always interesting when you hear stories about other people and what they've gone through and why they're raising money for a certain charity. Yeah, 3 together so far, and 2 of them was for fundraising, and 1 of them was just for fun. But they are so fun to do. The last one, I was in everybody's live except 1. And I was going to beat my record, and I told myself I was going to make it to everybody's live, that I might not stay the whole time because I'd probably fall asleep. And then I gave out, and because I don't sleep much. I don't sleep much at all. But I guess guess from all the exhaustion from not sleeping the couple nights before is when I finally give out. I have insomnia really bad. So I'll be up at a week at a time with like just little cat naps, like 30-minute cat naps during the day. And
Except for when you have the boys. You sleep when you have the boys? Are they taking out?
not really.
For some reason.
Sometimes I do. If they won't go to sleep and I have to turn off the TV,
Oh,
and sometimes I might fall asleep. But
yeah. How often do you have to turn off the TV when I go?
well, I've only put them to bed once this week, so it was Monday.
But is it almost every time that you put them to sleep you have to turn the TV off?
No.
Because if not, Brady doesn't usually go to sleep if the TV's on.
Yeah. Yeah, that was me. I was doing really good. Saturday, I did really well. And then Sunday after my live, like I said, I still get quite nervous going live, but this is only like the fourth time I've gone live. So I still have that anxiety about going live because I'm worried about running out of something to say, not knowing the right thing to say, afraid I'm going to embarrass myself.
Hurt someone's feelings.
Yeah, hurt somebody's feelings. That's the number one thing, because if I say something and hurt somebody's feeling, then that's just going to break my heart. Hi, Cindy B. Hi, Cindy's Traveling Crafts. Your grandson's name is Grady.
Grady,
Grady.
that's awesome.
Spelled Graydee.
Wow.
That's neat. That's neat.
Yeah, my Brady is just Brady. He's named after his grandparents from like my dad and his grandpa from his other side. So Brady is his dad's name, and Lee is my dad's middle name, I guess. So my Brady is Brady Lee, and it's just basic spelling. Bradyle. I didn't really get to pick his name, but I love it and it fits him.
Yeah, it does.
At first, whenever we were talking about the names, I was so excited because I was like, I can name my own child and it's gonna be great. And then one day my dad was like, I really like the name Brady Lee, and he didn't know that my father-in-law's name was Brady because me and my husband hadn't been together very long at all, and I hadn't even met his parents whenever I got pregnant. So honestly, I don't even know if I knew that my husband's dad's name was Brady, and I was like, yeah, I kind of like it, but I didn't love it at first. So I was like, maybe, and then I told Malachi about it, and he was like, oh yeah, that's my dad's name, and I was like, great.
Stephanie, I'm working on Daughter of Honor from Diamond Art Club. She thought you said Grady.
Oh. It's still pretty close. Really close. I like that name, Grady.
Yeah, I like Grady. That's neat. It's different. It's
And the way that
it's not a common name that's used.
And the way that it's spelled is
spelled
cool.
unique. Yeah.
I thought my youngest son's name, Sawyer, was pretty unique, and you don't really see it often. But it's like you don't see it often until you use it.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as I named my son Sawyer, it was like everyone was like, "Oh, I know somebody named Sawyer, or this person's daughter's cousin, whatever is named Sawyer." And
how old is your sister?
My sister?
Megan. How old is Megan? 30.
34.
34. I have my oldest daughter. She's 34 now. But when I named her Megan, there was no Megans around. And then after I named her Megan, everybody started
It seemed like
naming their
everybody.
kids Megan. And of course, there's so many different spellings for it.
I have one of my really good friends. Her name is Megan, but it's spelled Meghane. So it looks like it's spelled Meg Hain, and I call her that, Meg Hain, a lot.
And mine is spelled Megan.
Yeah. How did you come up with my name?
I don't know.
Oh, thanks.
I just always liked the name Elizabeth, and the name we had picked out for you
Maddie.
just didn't suit you when you were born.
So was it like a last minute decision, like how Sawyer's was?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like Sawyer was gonna be Landon Carter up until a week, like almost a week before my water broke. I saw the name Sawyer somewhere, and me and his dad fell in love with it, but we still couldn't decide between Landon or Sawyer, and so we were like, we'll just wait until he's born, and then we'll make a decision then. And then whenever he was born, I let his dad pick between Landon and Sawyer, and Dad picked Sawyer, which I'm totally okay with because Sawyer fits him so well. We call him Saw or Saw, and that name fits him so well. You call him Saw, and he'll say it, Sasa. He'll go Sasa. And Brady calls him Sawyer a lot instead of Saw, which is kind of confusing.
Does anybody know if Diamond Art Club's new releases are done? Are they done with the new releases? That was nice having them release them every Monday. Of course, I'm a Diamond member, so I got to see them on Saturday. No, Stephanie. It's like I would order one, and then the next week one would come out, and I'm like, "Oh, I like that better. I like it better. I should have waited."
Like that every week, though.
This last week they released two of Mandy's that I like, but they're both square, so I probably won't get them.
Which ones are they?
I can't remember. You know me. I can't remember anything.
We need to find.
Farfur.
We need to find an Ariel one for Megan.
I have an Ariel one, but it's square.
Jasmine. I would love to do a Jasmine.
Mandy's got a
one.
Jasmine on her website, but it's not a diamond painting yet. I have decided that if Diamond Art Club does any more new releases, I'm going to wait until they're done with their new releases so I'll know what to order. Because I can only order like one a month, one, maybe two. And, it's like you order one that you really like and then another one comes out on the new release and you're like, oh, I like it.
I want a Jasmine one so bad.
But there's still some that I like that I want. I want to get the fairy, Tinkerbell. I want to get the Princess and the Frog. And
if she comes out with the Jasmine one and it's square, I'll probably cry. Jasmine is my absolute favorite Disney princess.
I need to get you a Jasmine diamond painting in.
My dog's name is Jasmine. Okay.
Yeah.
I just really love Jasmine. We call her Jazz. Except for when she's in trouble, then she gets her full name, just like a child.
Poison Ivy by Mandy, that would be pretty.
Is that like Ivy from, what is it? Is that a whatever movie?
I don't know. Have y'all ever been to her website? She's got so many out there that would make such good diamond paintings. It's like I went to her website quite a bit when I first found out about her website. I believe it was Miss Coffee. She had bought a blanket and had talked about her website. So I went over there and she's got so many paintings. I'm like, yep, that would make a good diamond painting. Yep, that would make a good diamond painting.
I don't care where you get it from. I just want a jasmine diamond painting. Do you hear me? When was my birthday present going to be here?
I proved it today,
What does
so
that mean?
it should be here by the middle of next week. I proved it. She's going to mail it out 2 to 4 business
I want to
days.
see a picture of it.
I'll show you when we get off here.
It's a pin, right?
Yes, it's a diamond painting again. I hope it looks prettier than the picture though, but they normally do. What did Eli do? I missed something.
Go back and read it.
I don't know what I missed.
Will you go back and read it?
If you're on a no buy and Diamond Art Club's had all them new releases, have you been just choking every time one comes out?
Put that back there when you're done.
But they've got a couple new artists too, and I really like their paintings. They're just too much confetti, and I don't know how. I can do confetti, and confetti, some of it doesn't bother me because, of course, there's confetti on this too. There's just not a whole lot. But when I do a lot of confetti, I can only do a little at a time, and then I've got to go on to a different spot, or I have to just quit diamond painting altogether for a little bit because of how my anxiety goes up. But I can do it. I just don't know. It would take me a long time to do it. But the bad thing is now about Diamond Art Club and reaching ruby status and diamond status, they're doing away with a lot of the perks, so to say, that you got with it because there's too many people that's reaching it now. It's like I just reached it like 4 months ago, 5 months ago, but they're already doing away with the discount code. I know you get more points being a diamond member, a ruby and diamond member. You get more points, so you get the discount rewards more often.
What are the points for?
You reach so many points and you get $5 off.
Okay.
You save it up, you can go on. I actually saved up one to where I had $50 off,
Oh, nice.
to where I actually only paid $8 something for a painting.
Nice.
I need to go out and clear out my wish list on AliExpress because it's like some of them have been on there forever. And now that I've looked at them for so long, I don't know if I really want them. And now they've got the new stores popping up all over AliExpress. And so it makes me want to, check them out instead. Sorry, my phone's ringing.
Hey, did you try to call me? Sorry.
Use the discount code. I was told that they're doing away with the discount code because there's too many people that are reaching diamond status now. But I never used it. I didn't know about it. I just found out about it when somebody said that they were doing away with it. So I have
Mom,
no
what do you want from Rob's? What ice cream do you want from Rob's?
give me a Oreo mix.
Okay.
Kelly, I'm so sorry to hear that. You'll be in my thoughts and prayers. Well, that's cool, Kelly.
I'm trying to call me, but
Now okay.
yeah.
Is he going to get him more ice cream after he
No.
had the one from Dairy Queen?
I asked him, he asked if I needed anything, and I said, you want to bring us ice cream? He said, from where? I said, Bronx. He said, sure, what do you want? Well, all right then.
I won't eat it right now. Not while I'm doing this.
No.
Yeah, my favorite's the Oreo mix.
I'm getting a chocolate
Love
Oreo
it.
mix. You want a chocolate Oreo mix?
Yeah, give me chocolate Oreo mix. Cassie, we're just soul sisters. The more and more we get to know each other,
We're getting chocolate Oreo mix.
I have more in common with you than I actually do my own sister. I love Oreos and milk at night. Hi, Megan. Y'all, that Megan H is my oldest daughter that we were talking about earlier.
When did you
Now
get
she's
in
going.
here?
Now she's going to want to say, well, "What were you talking about me?" Hi, Jennifer Roberts. Yes, I'm live.
How long have you been in here, sister? Don't look at what I'm doing. She's gonna be so mad at me.
She's doing a painting that you wanted to do.
Shut up, Mom. She's the one that's taking care of me after surgery. We're far behind.
How are you, Jennifer?
Don't look. Look, I told him what we wanted. I said, whatever size you want to get, medium or large. And then I said large. He said, who's the other one for? I said, Mimi.
Wasn't this weekend fun, though?
We were just talking about how Mom came up with your name.
We were just talking about baby names and how when I named you, there wasn't any Megans until after I named you, and then
Can you work on the other side? We're bunched together.
out popped all these Megans.
And then we were talking about my friend Megan, how her name is spelled.
And how your name is spelled. We weren't talking bad. I wasn't giving away any of your secrets.
We don't even know her secret. Look. You're doing it just I've just done part of this bottom piece, and I'm just trying it out because it's a square. I don't know if I like it or not yet.
If she doesn't like it, then you can do it.
Well, just because you said that, I'm gonna do it.
I just want her when you're done with it. You can't have it. You can do it, but you can't have it. I want her on my wall.
We need to get something up so Megan can come live with us too.
Yeah. Yeah, Jennifer, I think I surprised a lot of people with my live tonight. But I have been wanting to do it for a long time. But so many of the time slots are gone, and I don't want to interfere with anybody else's lives. And I can't do it during the day now because I babysit the grandbabies all day now. And Cassie had put together a schedule for me, and Tuesday there was like nobody live on Tuesday evening, so I thought I would try it, and if it works out okay, then I might, try to do it again next Tuesday and keep seeing how it's going. If I get enough people that want it and that'll show up, and I've got 13 people here, so I don't think that's a bad start.
Mm-mm. You do it every week, you'll get more.
The more you do it, the more people will come in.
We could do it next week for a post-surgery update.
Yeah, we can do it next Tuesday for post-surgery. Y'all can see how she's doing after her surgery. If she feels up to it.
Yeah. I might not diamond paint, but
She said she had dibs on it when I got it, and that she wants her on her wall. You can't have it then because she's going to be on my wall one way or another.
I'm really just doing it to try out this square. I'm probably going to end up doing Blue Zion.
If I bought you, Jessica, would you do it? It being square.
Me?
No, I'm talking to Megan. Because I told you I'd get you one, but I have to wait for the right time to get it.
Just give her this one and buy you another one.
Well, I'll have that $50 discount coming up pretty soon. So if we do it then, it's not going to cost me hardly anything.
Well, that's why since you've already started this one. Oh, I see what you're saying. Since you started this one, buy her a new one.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll want a new one. I think Elizabeth's enjoying this one, though.
I don't know. I don't hate it, but I haven't really done that many. This is only my second color.
Tell them, shh. Trying to listen to my YouTube family.
We're paying attention to the important.
So Stephanie, with you being on a no-buy, do you have a big wish list, especially at DAC, for all their new releases? Or have you just now put you on a no-buy?
They put themselves on no buy, or
They put themselves on it.
okay. The only thing I don't like about this square so far is I feel like I have to straighten out the lines a lot more than, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I have to straighten up the lines more than.
But what did I tell you when you started?
I know, but
You
it's
can't
driving me
worry
nuts.
about the lines
'Cause
being straight. You
wait.
can't worry about the gaps.
Okay, but I'm not worried about the gaps. But look at that right there. That's gonna be hard to put a diamond right there because.
As long as you stay within the grid lines. You're doing a good job. I'd already put it up by now if I was trying it. You didn't answer my question, Megan.
If she bought you a Jessica Rabbit, would you do it? Because it's square, my guy.
Did you not hear me ask that question? Because I told you if you would do square, then I will get you one when the time is right.
I can bring this one. Sister, I can bring this one this week. And we can try to work on it together if you want.
You've worked on squares before, Megan. Yeah, you like square. Okay. Well, give me some time and I'll get you a Jessica Rabbit.
You want me to bring it? Bring it.
Bring it in that desk easel. That way, while you're recovering and in bed, you can.
She could do it at the hospital in the waiting room.
Yeah.
She probably won't, but.
I'd do it.
Yeah.
Keep me from having to take one up there. Jennifer, did you tell him to shh? Did you tell him to shh? China nets? You know, do they not go through custom to where they have to stay in customs for so long? Because of rodents and stuff like that that could be brought over from another country? Do these not have to do that?
Furniture gets sprayed.
Yeah. You know, I know they do that with food because of like fruit flies and stuff like that that carries diseases. They keep it, you know, on the docks for so long. That's
Like
why
quarantine.
pets. That's why pets have to be quarantined. You know, because if they're carrying anything, you know, it'll come up during that time.
Did you know if you move to Hawaii and you have dogs, your dogs have to be quarantined for 90 days before they can live with you?
Wow.
Yeah, I had a friend who I went to school with. Her husband's military, and they have a big husky, and it had to be quarantined for 90 days before they could live in the house.
Why?
For rabies, to check for rabies to make sure that he wasn't bringing anything over there.
Isn't there tests now that they can do?
I mean, I'm sure you could do a blood test, but the only way to see for sure is by quarantine. And I think it was for more than just rabies. I don't know what else it was, but I know the dog had to be quarantined for 90 days when they first moved there.
Oh, wow.
But
Kelly, that's bad. I mean, because you put all that work into it, and then to have somebody else rip it apart, that would be heartbreaking. How big was it, if you don't mind me asking? Well, it doesn't matter, I guess, because even if it's a small one, it's still your time and effort that you put into it.
especially for something
For a
like
gift.
for your son, yeah, I'd be pissed.
Bad. But I know they have some kind of quarantine time, but I don't know if that's for every good.
I think humans would bring over more diseases than dogs would, as long as you get them vaccinated. You know what I mean? Vaccinations save, bro. This is not up for debate, but we're not going to debate vaccines.
Oh wow, 60 by 80.
Oh,
Oh,
that breaks my heart.
I couldn't imagine. I know I got a couple of my diamond paintings set low, and uh my youngest grandson Sawyer, he likes to go over there and just run his fingernails down it, and I keep telling his mother, I need to move that up before he tears all the diamonds off the bottom of it. He likes the feel of it. But I got Sea Buddies. They've got a pallet over here in the corner where they take naps at, and Sea Buddies is right over it, so I have to keep an eye on him all the time because I'll look over and he'll have his hands on it and just raking it down there, and I'm like, no. I'm just, that would bother me so much. Oh, cool, Kelly. Well, is it all rabies or just domestic animals? Because I don't know how they could control rabies with the wild animals. I could see not having any rabbits in the rabies, rabbits, any rabies in the domestic animals, but I don't know how they could keep it out of, the wild animals. My co-host left me for a minute. So, Jennifer, do you have an interesting story from work today? You normally do. Co-host is my daughter. She's here with me. She just stepped out for a cigarette. You were a little late, but at least you showed up. Better late than never. Okay, Stephanie. I just love your stories, Stephanie. I sit here and giggle so much during your stories. Okay, Kelly. Why was the building empty? Yeah, that would be me. Yeah. You're like, is there a fire that I don't know about? Things always happen to you, and they're funny when you tell it. They were having a party and you weren't invited, huh? Oh dear. Oh, okay. Trying to find a number to work on. I don't know what I want to work on. Oh, well, that's cool. Never had a boss do that. Most I got from work is a turkey at Thanksgiving. For a gift card for $15 to go buy a turkey. Well, it's like tonight, better late for the party than better late than never. That's neat. I never heard of a boss buying or having a snow cone truck come out and buying everybody snow cones. Did he buy everybody one or did you have to buy your own? That's cool. I'd have probably eaten mine so fast to get another one that I'd have gotten brain freeze. You don't talk free food to a fat person. They'll eat you out of trucking home. They sound like a good company to work with. I've heard some nightmare stories about state work, but you're you're on the good stick of things, the good side of things, the good. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I hope you know what I'm saying. Is it a privately owned company that's funded through the state, or is it state run? Government funded? How does that work? Y'all, this Daughter of Honor's got 3 ABs in it. It's cool. I've worked on Sea Buddy. Sea Buddy's had 2. I've never worked on one that's had 3 before. And I heard one of the new releases had 4 in it. But I just found that company on Facebook, that's Sparklers, and I just ordered my first set of sparklers. But they sell all the AB diamonds, so you can buy the whole set of the ABs. And if I did that, I'd be subbing probably quite a few colors in my paintings, especially some of the smaller colors. Yes, that's awesome. I'd bling them out. I just ordered the sparklers, and I ordered some diamond stickers because my glass is bare here. I need some decoration, so I got them to put up there. I want to order one of Jeremy's F bombs, and I want to order one of his diamond stickers. But I got them ordered, and then when I get the extra money, when I'm not wanting to spend it at Diamond Art Club, I want to go buy the. They've got it to where you can buy. It's cheaper the more sets you order. So I want to order at least like 2 sets. Yes, aren't them sparklers pretty? I'm wondering if it's the same diamonds that Diamond Moon uses. What do they call it? Trying to think of what Diamond Moon calls theirs. Because theirs aren't AB. Stephanie, you buy stuff from Diamond Moon. What do they call their? Oh, electric diamonds. Yeah. I wonder if it's the same thing. The sparklers and the electric diamonds. You almost had it right. Because they kind of look the same. I mean, because I've watched their boxing videos, and when they're boxing it, you know how she has them out, and she like scrapes them over the painting to where they'll be going, and they look the same. You need to let us know, Stephanie. Compare them and let us know if they're the same or if there's a slight difference to them. Oh, they have both lightning and electric? That's cool. It's like they're getting them, so we know they're out there. It's just finding out how to get them and where to get them. Because, you know, some of us like bling, and we could be blinging out some of these pictures. But I don't want to bling them out too much because then it'll take away from the painting, I think. But I love these with the ABs in them. It just makes them shine so much more. But, you know, like this one that has 3, I wouldn't necessarily, I got a fly bugging me. I wouldn't necessarily want to put sparklers on it, but, you know, like some of them that don't come with any, and then some that only come with one, putting those sparklers in there. I think that would look neat and not overdone. Yeah, DI Moon Shop. What was I calling it? Diamond Moon Shop? Yeah, DIY. I haven't ordered from them yet, but to order for them, I'm going to have like $200 to $300 because when I order, I'm going to make it worth my shipping cost. You know, I'm just not going to order one painting and pay $40 for shipping. But they're on the expensive side. But even though I still want to order from them, I still want to see the difference in theirs and Diamond Art Club, and because I know from what I heard, they're more on the filet mignon side of things, like Diamond Art Club, than they are chopped steak, as in like AliExpress and Wish. Can't say that about Amazon because Amazon, they've got a few companies that's got really good paintings, like Cotart and Star Roar. You know, they've got some good companies. Um, though AliExpress does too. They've got Every Moment and Every Moment. You know, people complain about their quality and their pictures not turning out right, but if the sizing was taken out of people's individuals' control, like Diamond Art Club does, their paintings would come out a lot better. people buy them smaller because they're cheaper, and then they complain when they don't turn out. I'm sorry, but that's what happens. And anybody that's been diamond painting for any amount of time knows the bigger you get, the better you're going to get. Now, with AliExpress, you still might get trashy drills and dirty drills, but I'm enjoying Daughter of Honor. I mean, I just started this right before the Diamond Paint-a-thon, and I do like 5-inch by 5-inch sections, and I've already got almost my top section done, so it's gone really smooth. Star Wars having a sale. I wonder if it's an end of the month sale or if it's going to run into the first of the month. That's what I hate when these stores do sales at the end of the month. Not too many people have money at the end of the month. I think I bought from Star Roar once, but I haven't done it. So all I can do is like my first impression video, and then once I do it, then I do a post review on it. But I'm sorry to say most of my post reviews are all Mandy Manzino from Donor Club. You know, I could buy a lot of her paintings on the black market, but I don't, because I don't like what that does to the artist. That's taking money out of their hands, and you know, I don't like that. But when they started doing all these new releases, AliExpress had them right away, and they have a lot of her work that they've gotten off her website that aren't diamond paintings. They have a lot of her work there, and I'm like, Diamond Art Club isn't coming out with this, and it's like, you know, so many people are tempted by it when they see it, though. I'd be like, I want it, but then I go back to my beliefs, and it keeps me from getting them. Hi, Miss Coffee. How are you doing? This is where the party is. Whoop, whoop. How's Maggie doing? I seen your remark where you had good news from the doctor, so that's good. Yeah, that was me. I was buying smaller paintings, but I was watching the paintings that I bought. Hi, Nan. You know, because you can buy smaller paintings and get good diamond paintings. You just can't go buy a small cottage scene and expect to have a good outcome, you know. Well, good. Maybe you can start sleeping a little better at night now. But you know, if you can get like cartoon characters or something like that that doesn't have a lot of color changes to it, that has the color blocking in it, you can get a small painting that'll come out and look really good. So that's what I look at. It's not just about the size, it's about the picture. Right?
You've actually placed a lot of diamonds tonight, Mom.
Right. Yeah, I have. I've
Pretty much almost completed the section, huh?
Yeah, I just started this section, and I'm over halfway. I'm like 3/4 done with the section, so I'm getting quite a bit done. Now I do use the 3 placer, but the three placers, what I use, Cassie sent me a four placer and I used it for a little bit, and it worked out good. I liked it. But I don't know if it's Mandy's work or not, but it seems like a lot of her colors work out in threes. It's like, especially with the color blocking, you can look at something and it'll have like 6 in a line or 3 in a line. It just seems to work out better with a three placer than it does a four placer. Yeah, Jennifer's having to play host to her husband tonight. She's coming in and out. Tuesdays isn't a normal night for live, so
Hopefully it'll be a normal thing now.
yeah, could be. Could be. So what do y'all think? If you had the bling, like the sparklers, how much would you bling out how much would you bling it out? Would y'all bling it out at all?
Bling what out?
Or diamond paintings?
What do you mean?
If they had the sparklers and like no ABs or one AB, would you actually?
I guess I don't know what you're talking about.
I think if you got the whole set of the AB diamonds, it would be a little easier so you could compare some of your smaller colors to the AB and then maybe switch it out that way. I wouldn't want to put, like the sparklers are silver. I wouldn't want a picture that has a lot of white. I wouldn't go through and do sparklers in that whole color. But if I had a purple color and I had that didn't have a lot in the painting, but then I had the purple AB, I think I would substitute that. Something like that. Yeah, I think that's me, Miss Coffee. I'd use them to accent. Like I said, it would be one of the smaller colors that didn't have a whole amount, but kind of scattered throughout the painting. Did you just get back today, Miss Coffee? Or what? Did you get back? No, yesterday was Monday. Her appointment was yesterday, wasn't it? Or was it today? I don't know. I get so scattered.
Today's just Tuesday.
Christmas chocolate.
Our ice cream is here.
Yay!
Yay!
We scream, we all scream. You scream, I scream, we all scream for ice cream. Will you put mine in the freezer?
For Zizzle.
The frizzle. I don't have time to do it right now, but I will definitely eat that later. You can't eat after midnight, can you?
Mm-mm.
But
No.
if you need it.
She can't eat after midnight, so she's got to get her ice cream in. I'm going to eat mine later.
After midnight. Because you can. Are you leaving? You leaving?
Oh, I got this for you.
What is it?
Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
It's not full, but I just took a thing here full.
I got a chocolate Oreo mix. Yum, yum.
I think it's something to eat.
My son-in-law's being nice to me and brought me ice cream. Actually, he brought his wife and
His mother-in-law and his grandmother-in-law ice cream. So
Yeah.
that's nice.
he being nice, bringing us ice cream. He could do that for me anytime he wants. It even surprised me when his wife's not here. See, I want to go take
I actually
mom some
have.
ice cream.
Not with ice cream, but I've done other stuff with her not here.
That's true.
Food.
You have.
You talk about you can get so.
You know you're on camera.
I could probably get rich off of bronze. Turn them into Dairy Queen. How come y'all don't do that? They fail every time. That bronze is nasty.
It's not yummy.
No, like just the people there. Like that guy walked through the whole deal with the toilet brush, like to the back, and that lady's like yelling at him. What are you doing? He's walking with the spray bottle on the scene. This is how you clean toilets.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go probably stop at the Ghetto Dog, Ghetto Taco Bell,
Okay.
and
We'll both that way.
I'm gonna put this in the freezer.
Okay. Thank you.
Go away. All right, ice cream. No men allowed.
All right.
Mmm. That is so good and creamy.
Chocolate Oreo mix is my favorite.
That's cool, Cindy. That's neat for Miss Coffee to do that. That's always neat when somebody calls out your name or shouts you out in a video. I think Miss Coffee's done that a couple times for me, and I'm just like, ah, she said my name in chat. Yay. What's sweet tea chalkboard? Is that like the wording sweet tea on the chalkboard type? Because I've got a chalkboard Cinderella. I know that song from Michael Jackson, Just Call My Name and I'll Be There. Yeah, I know that song, Jennifer. Winter, spring, summer, fall. All you have to do is come. I'll be there. Oh, okay. So the diamond painting is a recipe for sweet tea
That's
in the
cute.
chalkboard outline. Yeah, that sounds really cute. That sounds real cute. But is it big enough to where you think you'll be able to see everything? Some words you have to be really careful about getting it big enough. Jennifer, what are you hiding from? Are you just hiding from people in general? Yes, they're in your craft room under your desk, hiding out. Too funny. 50 by 50 is a good size. Oh, that sounds pretty, Kelly. That sounds pretty. Cindy or Kelly, do you have a channel? If you don't have a channel, you need to post a picture of it in like Mrs. Coffee's group or Stephanie's Wolfpack's. I'm trying to think if anybody else in here has a Facebook group. Just any of the Facebook groups that you belong to, post a picture of it when you're like done with it. Because that just sounds absolutely gorgeous. That would have been one that I'd have probably would have done for my daddy. He's a tea drinker. Not particularly a sweet tea drinker, but he was a tea drinker.
As you did with the frog,
Yeah,
like you to give that one a pop.
yeah. I'd have given the frog that I did. Those of you who know about my frog that I got that's going nana 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 with its tongue stuck out, I'd have given that to my dad because it so reminded me of him.
Reminded everybody of him.
Yeah. You're too afraid to. Why are you afraid to post on Facebook? Afraid somebody might come back and say something mean. For the most part, nobody's really mean. I mean, every now and then somebody will post something and somebody will take it out of contents and then it'll jump into this big controversy. But if you're just posting a picture, nobody's going to say anything bad. I promise you. Nobody will say anything bad. Our community's not. We have a good community. I had got a painting that it was during the potato famine when it was going around, and it was 2 regular potatoes.
Those 2 potatoes.
I wouldn't worry about that, Kelly. I don't think anybody's going to critique your lines or anything like that. I hope you post a picture of it when you get it done because I think it would be cute and I would love to see it. And I think a lot of us out there would love to see it. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Coffee. But anyway, it was 2 potatoes and it had potato faces on it. And it was like a husband and a wife talking to each other. And I had that and I hadn't unboxed it yet. But my daughter, my oldest daughter that was in here earlier, Megan H., should come over because she comes over and gets from my stash. And she asked me if I had anything else. And I told her about the potato picture. And so she ended up taking my potato painting with her. But it was such a cute painting. My lines are so disorganized. Because of my vision, I have a hard time telling when they're upside down or upside right. I meant because they look to me upside right after I shake them. But my daughter, she'll go through my painting and go, that's upside down. That's upside down. That's upside down. So I'll go through and straighten some up, but then I'm like, the heck with it. She had run out of straighteners when I was trying to get one, so I ordered mine off of Drill Pin Frenzy, diamond painting by Donnie, and I got the same one I'd ordered from Miss Coffee.
You are way too high. Look, it lags, so you have to hold it right. It's pretty behind.
There it is. There it is. But anyway, it's the same one I'd have got off Miss Coffee, but she'd run out and said that she wasn't going to sell anymore, so I got mine off her. But I love my straightener. When I use my Harbor Freight containers or my Craft Mates, I'll use my straightener to scrape my diamonds back from my tray into my container. I think if you look at everybody's paintings up close, everybody's going to have crooked lines. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's. Even people that's been doing it for a long time. Granted, mine are better than what they were when I first started, but you go through here, they're not straight. Nobody's is going to be perfect. And I guarantee you, nobody's going to criticize your lines. So
You can't really tell from far away either.
yeah, just think about it and put it out there if you feel comfortable. No diamonds that's gotten in my keyboard.
This thing's already almost gone. I gotta go put it up.
Miss Coffee, I love your prayers. Love your prayers. Now I've got that song stuck in my head. Thanks, Jennifer Roberts. Winter, spring, summer, fall. All you gotta do is come. That made you sound like my daughter here. Should do something just out of honoriness. And that's what you're doing, is being ornery. My back's getting stiff now. Stiffening up. I've been here for 2 hours. So what's everybody else working on? I don't think I asked that when we first started, but everybody knows what me and she's working on. What are y'all working on? I love my acrylic pens. I've got like 5 of them and I still order them. This last time I ordered one for Elizabeth here for her birthday, and it should be coming in. I proved it is from Carol from the Facebook group. I approved it today, so I should get it in the next 3 or 4 days. This coffee's coloring. You're kidding up a mystery painting. The mystery painting sounds so fun, but I'm so afraid that if I signed up for one of them, I'd get one that I couldn't do. And then I wouldn't want the person who sent it to me feel bad about it. So I just don't do the mystery or the swap. Stopping my head from bleeding. What did you do to your head, Cindy? Her favorite colors are pink and green, so I ordered a pink and green. I wasn't too happy with the picture, but them pictures don't justify any of the pens. I've never seen a picture look as good as the actual pen. Because you can unwrap it and show it on camera, and it'll look good, but then you show it up closer, with light, and they're just bursting with colors. And they're just pretty. Oh, well, I'm glad you're okay. Right, Miss Coffee. That's what I'm worried about. And I wouldn't want to hurt somebody's feelings. You know, if I did something like that, I definitely wouldn't put it on YouTube because I wouldn't want that person, I wouldn't come out and say, oh, I'll never do this or something like that. But I'm just afraid of what I'm going to get and wouldn't be able to do it because of my sight. Cindy's pulling a Miss Coffee, hitting her head. I didn't know potatoes soaked up blood. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Well, use your cane. My pain med doctor wants me to use a cane, and I just won't do it. Not yet. That's me. I would say, "Oh, it's great. Oh, it's great." And just put it back. Put it in my stash. Yeah, my mom's got a walker and a wheelchair. We could loan that out. Cindy, how did that go? I'm supposed to get double knee replacements, but obviously they can't do it until I lose some weight. I lose 100 pounds before we do it. But did it take a long time to rehab on it? Of course, I know they'll do one at a time. They'll do one and I'll rehab on it, and then they'll do the other one. But how long were you down on it? And could you actually like get up and like make it to the bathroom? Or would you bed down for a couple days? Well, Cindy, at least it's a short fall too. If you're only 5 foot, not that far from the ground. I'll say, "Oh, that's great. I like it." 5 hours after surgery. Wow. I didn't know. I haven't read up a lot on knee replacement surgeries. I guess because I'm, you know, a ways out from it. Um, so I haven't really looked at recovery time or anything like that. But I didn't know they'd get you up that quick after surgery. Wow. Both knees at the same time? I didn't know doctors would do that. Wow, that's a lot at once. Good night, Stephanie. You have a good night. Yeah, it's after 10. I know probably a lot of y'all have to get up and go to work. Thank you for stopping by. Enjoyed having you here tonight. Well, I would say my job's the couch tomorrow, but Elizabeth's got her surgery tomorrow, so I'll be going up to the hospital for it. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning, so my doctor's appointment's right there by the hospital, so I'll go. She's got to be there at 6, but her surgery's not scheduled till 8, so I'll go to my doctor's appointment and then go to the hospital. I said it's 2 minutes for my doctor's appointment. In fact, I get my prescriptions filled at the pharmacy there at the hospital, so I'll be there anyway. You're welcome, Stephanie. What is manipulation? Mean manipulation. I will. I will. She wants to do a post-surgery live next Tuesday, so might do this again next Tuesday, so everybody will know, see how she's doing. But yeah, I'll post it on Facebook tomorrow. Don't expect pictures, but I will update you. I'll have her do that. I'll tell her she'll have to double dose her pain meds so she'll be goofy during the live. She went out and smoked again. She's smoking way too much. She used to vape there for a little while. You know, we'd all switched over to vaping. And both the kids are back to smoking now, which drives me up the wall. I don't like the smell of cigarette smoke anymore. My husband reeks of it. You know, you walk in the house and you smell it. That's the only thing I'm not looking forward to when I get to move back home, is that cigarette smoke. Because I vape. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds like it would make me nervous too. I'd be afraid something would break, especially if it's not used to being put in that position and he goes to manipulate it and something rip or tear or even break. No, she's not nervous. She's so excited. She's been looking forward to this since she was 14. She's always hated her boobs because they've always been big, and so she's more excited than nervous. But we'll see in the morning. She might start getting a little nervous tomorrow morning.
I was a little bit worried about the drains first, Kelly. But after I talked to the doctor about it yesterday, I'm not so nervous about it because he said he said that the drains wouldn't really bother me, that they wouldn't be like hanging out or anything, that they would be underneath the wrapping and stuff. What I'm nervous about with the drains is having to pull them out, because he said that 2 days after surgery, I have to pull them out, which I was kind of nervous about. But my sister loves doing stuff like that, so I'm going to let her do it so I don't have to worry about it. And that way she can just do it and get it over with and it just be that. I'm not really nervous. I'm so excited. I've been, like Mom said, I've been waiting for this surgery for a long time. But I do get some anxiety with going under anesthesia, so I'm sure in the morning I'll have some anxiety. But they did tell me that in the morning I can take my anxiety medicine. So I'll probably take my anxiety medicine in the morning before I go, just to kind of keep my nerves at bay, because anesthesia kind of scares me. But yeah, there was no way I was going to be able to pull them out myself. That would scare me and freak me out so bad. I don't think I'd be able to do it. Like,
I
they
would have
did
done it.
say-
I would
they-
have done it.
They did say they would just slip right out. They said that they're just rubber drains, and I was kind of like weirded out that he said that I would just pull them out, because I was like, that's like inside of me, is it not? I asked if it was. My stupid self was like, is there going to be a drain on both sides? And he just kind of looked at me like, yeah,
Blonde moment there.
you're definitely going to have drains on both boobs. I was like, duh. Like, that was a stupid question. And he didn't say anything. Like, yeah. There's
You know,
that.
they say a question is never a stupid question.
That was a stupid question.
That was a stupid question.
Yeah. I'm getting a bilateral breast reduction. Is there going to be a drain on both boobs? Yes. Yes. Because you're getting both boobs reduced, not just one. Oh.
Oh my
But
goodness.
speaking of surgery, I think I'm going to go ahead and get out of here so I can go home and shower and
Yeah, I think
try
I'm
to get
gonna
some sleep.
go too. We're gonna get off of here for the night. We will do a live next Tuesday if she's feeling good, and we'll do a
Post-op.
post-op surgery. The drains will be out and everything. So, but I will
Post-op.
post something tomorrow on Miss Coffee's Facebook about how she's doing. If that's okay, Miss Coffee. If not, it's okay. Okay, I'll do that then. I'll post something on Miss Coffee's Facebook tomorrow after surgery and let you know how she's doing after I see her and everything. So,
I will definitely enjoy my new boobies. I've been waiting for this moment forever.
so I'm gonna get off here, guys.
Thank you so much for
Um,
having fun with us.
Thank you for showing up. It's been fun. Thank you, Cassie. Thank you, Miss Coffee. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, everyone. It's been fun.
This was a fun
This
night.
this was enjoyable. This was real fun. I think this is one of my least nervous nights that I've had so far on the live, but it's been my fourth. They're going to get easier. So we'll see everybody next Tuesday, about 8:00 Central Time.
And wait for an update around 10 to 12.
Yeah, it'll be
Tomorrow.
around noon Central Time
Central
tomorrow
Time.
when I do an update. So everybody have a good night, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.